today we talk about the commemoration of the Armenian Genocide on social media. To do so, we're joined by Mr. Ashod Pakradouni. He's a political activist. Mr. Pakradouni, welcome to Underground.
Hello, thank you.
First, the commemoration of the Armenian Genocide is on April 24th. How are the Lebanese Armenians commemorating this?
The commemoration is on April the 24th. Usually the Armenians during the past years pray together on the night of the 23rd, whereas this year on the night of the 23rd they organized a candle march towards Martyrs Square in Beirut, where four people, including previous minister Ziad Baroud and the president of Haygazian University, spoke about the Armenian genocide and how it affects the Lebanese Armenians in particular and all Lebanese in general. On April the 24th, after a church mass, the Armenian youth and the Armenian students marched up to the Turkish embassy, where they protested for the continuous Turkish denial of the Armenian genocide.
Okay, now what is behind this commemoration? Why are you doing such events in order to commemorate the Armenian genocide?
Well, as you may already know, it's already been 99 years for the Armenian genocide. The word genocide actually means that the crimes, the massacres, were previously planned and executed by government officials. Turkey until today denies it, and by denying it, the government of Turkey denies my existence as an Armenian person and denies my whole history, denies the fact that I've been rid of my home, rid of my possessions by their hands, by the hands of their ancestors. And for that, we still fight the denial, we still protest, we still commemorate the genocide in order for the whole world to be educated on what actually happened in 1915 and what we actually want from the Turkish government and the international community today.
So if you can tell us about the events or the ceremonies that were held in order to inform the public about the Armenian cause. If we know.
Well, all around the world we see protests, we see roundtable debates, we see articles in newspapers. For example, the Turkish newspaper Agos, it dedicated an issue for the April 24th, whereby all Armenian prominent figures from all around the world wrote letters to the Turkish youth today, trying to educate them, because you can't blame someone for not knowing something and then denying it. We have to educate them, we have to tell them what actually happened in face of the Turkish government's current denial. The laws in Turkey today, for example, make it illegal for anyone to use the term genocide, to make it seem like the Turks were actually the people behind the genocide. They try to keep on saying that both Turks and Armenians and Greeks all perished in a civil war. That is what we're trying to fight. We are trying to get the truth out to as many people as we can.
So this worldwide lobbying on the Armenian cause especially, is it leading to somewhere, because like you want it to be officially recognized by governments, right? How this might benefit you as Armenians?
Well, first of all, I want to make a point in saying that what we want is not only recognition. Recognition is only the first step. We want to be indemnified. We want our lands back. We want our possessions back. But secondly, the lobbying actually has worked a lot, especially in the late 80s and early 90s and even in the 2000s. We've seen many nations adopting laws, apologizing for their part in the Armenian genocide, and actually recognizing the events of 1915 as genocide, and pressuring Turkey to acknowledge the fact that its ancestors committed genocide. What was the second part of the question?
What would this lead to? Any changes?
Well, what we want now is this lobbying to pressure the Turkish government today and to enlighten the Turkish youth today and lead to major changes within Turkey.
Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan has mentioned the Armenian genocide yesterday and has showed some sympathy to this.
Well, the Turkish Prime Minister Erdogan yesterday, on the night of the 23rd, actually, the Turkish Prime Minister issued a letter to the Armenian public expressing his condolences for the Armenians who perished, and to the Turks who perished, and to the Greeks who perished during the events of 1915. This is not what is needed. We do not want condolences for those who died, because they did not merely die, they were killed. They were killed as part of a plan to annihilate the Armenians from modern day Turkey. As long as the Prime Minister does not acknowledge the fact that his ancestors, his predecessors, actually planned the total annihilation and extermination of Armenians, we cannot sit down and accept condolences from him.
Okay, so do you think, or do you believe that a day will come when justice will be served?
Yes, we do believe that justice will be served, because justice does not die. As long as there's people who demand justice, and as long as we exist as Armenians, wherever it might be on the world, we will demand justice.
Our program actually talk about social media activities. So do you have any social media actions or activities done to promote the Armenian genocide?
Well, as you might have seen already on Facebook and YouTube, there's not exactly an organized plan for social media, as usually is the case. Armenians all around the world come together. They start sharing videos of past documentaries, present day documentaries, articles, proof from archives. For example, the most trending now is New York Times archives. Bills passed by government agencies. But in this year particularly, on the day of April 24th, Armenians from all around the world are trending the hashtag Turkey failed, with examples such as "My name is Ashod because Turkey failed," "I am Armenian because Turkey failed," and that is the hashtag that is most trending. And once you go into hashtags like Armenian Genocide, Remember 1915, we are hoping that the youth from all over the world, and